This funnel formula I'm about to share with you has generated millions of dollars in cash for many business owners, and I'm going to give you a complete breakdown of it so that you understand what it is and how it works. Let's start with what is a funnel. A funnel represents the steps a potential customer goes through before making a purchase. There are generally 5 phases a potential customer experiences. First, they become aware of your product or service. They then become interested. They put it into consideration, they develop the intent to purchase, and eventually they make the purchase. Let's take the example of someone who sees an ad on Instagram for a coffee mug. It catches their interest, so they click on it. Maybe they think about it for 20 minutes. They add it to their online shopping cart, and then they choose to pay for it. Let's take another example of someone who sees a flyer on the street with a QR code to a free dance class. They go to attend the free class, and from there, maybe they pay for one basic dance class, then an advanced class, and then they choose to purchase a bundle. Now, there are 2 main types of funnels that can lead people to making a purchase. You've got the paid route and the organic route. Now, both the paid route and the organic route have their pros and cons. One pro of the paid route is that it's scalable. Let me give you an example. Let's say you invest $100 into ads, and that leads to 4 $100 sales. That yielded you a 4x return. By continuing to run this ad, you can efficiently scale the growth of your business. Another pro of running ads is targeted reach. This means that when you set up an ad, you can choose who it gets shown to, including people with a specific age, gender, and other demographics. Another pro of ads is that it can lead to quick results. But this is only if you understand how to properly set up the ad. This leads into the first con of paid ads, which is the ad platforms can be technical and they evolve over time. For example, I had a friend who relied heavily on Twitter ads, or should I say X, to promote his business, and there was a massive change in their setup that prevented him from getting the same results that he used to. Another con of ads is that they can be expensive, especially if you're not getting a high return. And lastly, a con is ad fatigue, which happens when people see the same advertisement too many times and they start to ignore it or get annoyed by it. Now let's talk about the pros of an organic funnel. One huge pro is that it is very cost effective. To post on places like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn is all free. Everything you need is likely already in your pocket. Another pro is that it builds strong trust while also creating a long-term brand for you and your business. Now, the cons of organic is that it takes time to build a loyal audience base. And also, initial sales can be low in the very beginning, and the results can be very unpredictable. One last thing I want you to realize about paid and organic is that they both can take place virtually or in person. A couple examples of a paid virtual funnel is a social media ad or a TV ad. A couple examples of a paid in-person funnel include a billboard or an event booth. A couple examples of an organic virtual funnel include a regular social media post or a written blog, and an example of an organic in-person funnel is a free networking event that you attend. The good news is that they all work, and anyone who says that only one does is likely trying to sell you their method. Maybe there's some that work better in certain industries, but I've experimented with each and every one of them, and there really isn't just one way to go about it. But let me tell you one of my favorites. This is the funnel that made me $50,000 in sales this month alone and helps my clients who run 7-figure businesses. Maybe it will for you too in your industry, but what if I told you that there was a funnel with all the pros that we already talked about? It was scalable, worked on autopilot, it was free, you got targeted reach, you got real results, it was evergreen, it built trust with people, and built you a long-term brand and followers, and it led to bigger in-person opportunities. So what is this funnel that I'm talking about? It is an organic YouTube funnel, aka the income and the impact machine. Why do I call it that? Because if someone has a problem nowadays, whether it's that they can't lose weight, or they're researching an investment strategy, or they want marriage advice, where are they going? Many people are going to YouTube. So the way that I define an organic YouTube funnel is that it's a way to turn a viewer of your YouTube content into someone who you serve beyond just a YouTube video without paid ads. Because who are you more likely to listen to and build trust with? The ad that plays before the video, or the person who you actually clicked on and you chose to listen to on YouTube. So with that perspective, think of YouTube as a video hub where you decide to create your own channel. Many of the people who come to watch you will become your subscribers who go to watch your videos. Without a funnel in place, the only currency that they're able to pay you with is their time, which you could earn money from if your channel is monetized. But the problem with this is that a video can only go so far in helping someone. A video alone cannot hold someone accountable. It can't answer questions for them, and it can't give them direct feedback about their situation and about their circumstances. So without a funnel, your channel is really just a hobby that you do. To make it into a business, you must get people to pay you not just with their time, but with their money. And this is where the funnel comes in. So why are we choosing YouTube? Because YouTube is the dominant search engine. It is number 2, and number 1 is Google, and Google owns YouTube. Also, the content on YouTube is evergreen. It builds higher brand authority. It is a learning hub. There's a vast audience on there. There's 2.7 billion monthly users, and the people on there generally have a higher attention span. Now, there's a big problem that you run into without a funnel on YouTube. So let's say that you have a YouTuber who wants to make $100,000 per year. How much money they make from just the ad platforms varies depending on their content type, audience, and engagement levels, but on average they can expect to make $2 to $5 per 1,000 monetized views. So let's take that $3.5 midpoint. So $3.5 per 1,000 views is $0.0035 per view. So if they want to make $100,000 a year, that means that every year they need about 28 million views. If you divide that by 12 months, that means they need 2.3 million views per month. And also, if you divide it by 365 days, that means every day they need an average of about 78,000 views. You can see that this is absolutely insane. So here's how a funnel serves as a solution. Let's say a YouTuber wants to make $100,000 per year. So $100,000 divided by 12 months is about $8,333 every month. Now let's say that they're selling a $27 product or service, so that means they need about 308 monthly sales. Let's say they have a $1,000 product or service. That means that every month they need about 8 sales. Now, these can come in one-time offers or a subscription. So for example, this month I sold one $15,000 package and one $30,000 package. And I also have $7,000 in monthly recurring revenue, and that comes from my subscriptions. So how can we make this happen for you too? Well, I have my 5-step YouTube business blueprint, where we have 5 phases of gaining clarity, creating consistent content that builds community and leads to cash flow, and you making the contribution that you're aiming to make on your target audience. So let's start with what you need to get clear on. I want you to imagine that your target audience, that ideal person who you want to serve, is on this place called Hell Island. This island is full of their deepest problems and pains, and their goal is to get to Heaven Island. This is where they achieved all their desires and they're living their best life. You are their guide, and you have this bridge. Now, this bridge leads them from hell to Heaven Island, and the bridge can be things like courses, coaching, consulting, memberships, retreats, and events that you offer in your YouTube videos. So YouTube is how you actually call them and bring attention to these other products and services that you have that serve as the bridge to get them to where they want to go. So to achieve this, you want to commit to consistent content creation. Now, there's 6 steps when creating content, and that includes coming up with a video idea, scripting, filming, editing, uploading, and promoting it. And the goal is to hit what I call a grand slam video. This is a concept and a phrase that I invented, and it is a video that has quality. This includes a hook, title, thumbnail, and topic that actually interests them, and you want to deliver value, which is the most important. Quality doesn't mean that you have a fancy camera and fancy lighting. You also want to have a call to action to an offer, saying, hey, I have this bridge to help you get to Heaven Island. You also want to have search engine optimization. This means that when people go to YouTube and type in their questions or their problems, your video appears towards the top of search as a solution. And the 4th piece is you want continual views that leads to sales on your videos. So when you have all this, it will naturally build community and engagement from your target audience on your channel. And when you continuously post content with value and you have a call to action in the video that leads to a landing page, that will capture leads and customers, and it will compel them to take that next step of applying, buying now, booking a call, whatever it is, and that will lead to consistent sales and cash for you and your business. And from there, you can deliver on your promise and contribute to your target audience in the most effective way. Another way to put it is that when you get YouTube views, many people who hear the call to action will go to the landing page. They will then take that next step, and then eventually you will onboard and help them out with your area of expertise. And once you hit that point, you can contribute in bigger ways because YouTube leads to even bigger opportunities in real life. So that can lead to you getting featured on podcasts, booking speaking gigs, networking, collaborations, invites to events. And this is absolutely a business that you can scale to over 7 figures. Robert Kiyosaki has a cash flow quadrant where he talks about how everyone starts off as an employee, they move on to become self-employed, a business owner, and eventually an investor. In the world of business and YouTube, to go from E to S, you must master fundamental skills like video editing, content creation, audience building. And to go from S to B, where you don't just operate the business alone, you must hire so that you can delegate tasks and stay in your zone of genius. And finally, to go from B to I, you must leverage investments so that you can truly generate passive income for you and your business. If you're someone who's seriously considering this, I am here to help. If you're someone who's in need of clarity, you need help with your content, building pages, clarifying your offers, pricing, and hiring, I am Ari the Creator. I've already helped hundreds of people just like you to build the business and channel of their dreams, achieve high cash flow, help others with their area of expertise, obtain clients, have more time for travel and family, and contribute to bigger causes that they're absolutely passionate about. I have a number of ways that I can help you out too, including a do-it-yourself course, private and group support, and done-for-you help from me and my team, including video editing, uploading, building web pages, writing copy, creating shorts, and more. So just apply down below, we'll start a conversation, and together we will customize your YouTube business blueprint. I'm so happy to help. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.